All right, fellas, what's up, man? What's going on? How do y'all like to fight last night?
I didn't get a chance to see it, man. I fell asleep. I
Mm,
ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah, yeah, I had to slap myself a few times to stay up, but it was interesting, man. I did. Let me say this: I picked Josh Taylor to win because I don't like Tiafimo. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
just don't like him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Even I don't like his attitude.
Okay.
It just seemed like he's just too cocky. He won't fight nobody. He crying about money when he had 4 million or so on the table trying,
Yeah.
against Devin Haney, but he would not. That's why I respect Devin Haney so much. The kids,
Hmm.
to be as young as he is, he wants all the smoke. He wants all of it. He wanted Tiafimo before Teofimo fought Loma. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Loma before Loma fought Tio. So it's like, say what you want to say about him. At least he will step up and say, let's fight. The other guys won't say that. You know?
Well, you know what, man? Well, obviously, man. Well, let me just say this real quick. I always like to start off with this, man. It's always good to see you and Ramel, man. I want to say that love your brothers, man, for life. I like to put that out there first. Um, when it comes down to I'm like Rod. Last night, I guess we all guilty. I mean, because I don't know if that was the product of what we was looking at. Now, keep in mind, I know we got 9 to 5. I know me and Rod was probably getting off late, locking up and stuff like that, man. When it come down to the facility, so I got in a little late, but I actually got in the time soon. They was good the first bell. Soon the fight is great start. I
Mm.
think I probably dozed off probably about seventh, eighth round. Woke up, fight was almost over with, man. So I don't. Obviously, we ain't gonna fall asleep. I ain't gonna never fall asleep on Tank or Spence or Crawford, them guys, man. But I just don't. I think I might have had over. I think Josh Taylor, like he was a little overrated anyway. That's how I feel. It could be my opinion, man. But
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot in Taylor last night. Now Lopez, I thought he fought a good fight. But I think I was like, I don't know if you said it, D, or Ross said it. Stay away from Tank. Stay away from Shakur and stay away from
Yeah.
Haney. I think
Stay
I
away
think
from the
all
three kings. Stay
stay
away
stay
from
away
them.
from the three guys, man. Because if all three of us who loves boxing and we make up Effin Fanatics, man, this beautiful channel we creating, man. If we all kind of dozed off, um, we wasn't really entertained too much last night, man.
You
Mm-mm.
know, the highlights of some of his previous fights, man, he looked like he can put his hands out there. He has some nice knockouts and this and that. But I'm in agreement with you. Stay away from Tank, Shakur, and Haney.
Stay away from them.
I give Haney a little bit of a flack, but Haney can box.
One
Uh,
hundred percent,
yeah,
one hundred
he
percent.
can box. He's very skilled. He just lacks power. And this guy, Tio, he looked like he can get knocked out, like he can't take a punch. So
Mm-mm.
he needs to stay away from those three. But if any one of y'all can elaborate, because I didn't catch what he said about the black boxers or the black fighters, if you can talk to me about that, I appreciate it because I didn't catch all of that.
Well,
Well,
we would go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
Well, I was gonna say, he's always been a hater. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a hater. He. See, this is why I give him no respect, and that's why I say, I'm gonna pick probably anybody. I'll pick the mailman against To because he's been offered the big bucks to fight the big names, and for him to be To, because I think he's a damn good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He won't step up. You know what I mean? Even when Haney got in his face, at I forgot what maybe a Wilder fight or whatever the fight was, when he got into To's face, that right there would have been enough for me to say, okay, man, let's get it on. Plus, I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for that money. I'm crying
Mm-hmm.
because I'm making barely 1 million when these guys getting 4 million. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So he basically says, ESPN, you guys can have the black fighters. You know what I mean? Y'all can have them. And I think it's simply coming from a financial point of view. They're paying them to fight when To is not really getting money. I don't know what kind of business savvy he has, but clearly he's upset about not getting paid.
What I
Hmm.
got a problem. What I got a problem with, fellas, is the fact that I guess going in before these comments came out, I wasn't the biggest fan or supporter of T.O. First of all, anyway, number one, yeah, I respected his skills. Got good power, got I think got pretty good power. He's a good boxer. He's a good boxer. Definitely ain't hating on him, but he's never was one of my favorite fighters. So after these latest comments that this guy put out there about the black fighters, and at the end of the day, it's clear that he's jealous of premium black fighters. That's clear. But it's funny thing about it, man. It's funny. Even my wife was commenting, and she was on point. You know, if this cat get pulled over by NYPD or LAPD or whatever PD, his ass gonna be considered black more so than white. I mean, and I hate to listen. To me, man, why every 5 minutes we got to be reaching for something, an avenue, man, a race car? Why we always got, wave our hand? Listen, if we getting profiled, that's another thing, man. But dude, you're a privileged professional athlete. You call yourself the takeover. If you taking over, take over and handle your business. God gave you a talent. Yeah. And he gave you a talent. And whoever, if you're not making X amount of dollars, listen, go to old school Bob Burnham and sit down with him because you were top rank. Talk to him. Let him promote you a little bit better. Put you in there with better competition. Step all the way up. If you're gonna take over, take over. Last night was a step in that direction. He beat the undisputed champion last night. Well, I think Rolly got a belt, but I think we all know, and then we all recognize Taylor has been the undisputed champion at the 140 division. But I tell you what, he, like you said, I think Haney would have, man, Haney, like Rod said, Haney's known for not having a lot of power, but hell, I think Haney had more power than Taylor. I wasn't impressed at all by Taylor last night, not at all.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, Timofilo, I mean, to me, he fought a good fight, obviously good enough to win, but I didn't see anything talking to you two brothers. I didn't see anything and say, hey, boy, man, Tank gonna have a hell of a time with him. Shakur gonna have a hell of a time with him. And I think Haney tears him apart too.
Let me ask you a question. After what you saw last night with Taylor, because I apologize, man. I just didn't see any of it. How would he do against Lomachenko?
For a second fight?
Did they already fight? Didn't they already fight?
Yeah. Talking about Taylor.
Taylor and Lomo.
Lopez. I'm talking about.
I think I take Lomo, Rob.
Well, I don't know, man. I'll say it like this. The only reason Loma lost that first fight with T.O. is because he gave up the first, 5 or 6 rounds.
No, he was talking about Taylor and Lomo.
No, I'm talking about Lopez and Lomo.
Lopez, talking about a rematch, right?
Yeah, because
rematch. I think Loma will get him this time.
Yeah, I think so too. From listening to you guys and watching the fight that Lomo fought, unless he fought the fight of his life, yeah, Lomo looks like he's real and he's still relevant. He looks still relevant, He's still got it. I would keep him in the top 5 ranking in
100%.
This division. Yeah, he's going to remain in the top 5.
Yeah, 100%. Taylor, and think about it, fellas. Taylor talking about going up to 147, the world famous welterweight division. Good luck on that. Because you got guys like a Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, a Crawford, or who. You talking about 147? He could smoke.
Yeah.
Even if Sean Porter came back.
I know.
Even if Sean Porter came back, you talk about
I think he was punch drunk when he said that.
Boots, come on, Boots Taylor. That's a quick knockout. Yeah. Listen, man. I don't know. Maybe. And here's another thing. I'm gonna say this. I guess I wasn't a big advocate. Yeah, I know I just got through saying I never was a big. I respect Lopez. I always respected him, even more so than Taylor going into the fight. Like I told you, D. I think I told Rob. I put a little $20 bet on Lopez before the fight with the cat at work, but he never was one of my favorite fighters. But last night, after the comments, and then he didn't have no mega performance and nothing like that. We're like, oh, because if I fell asleep, I know we worked, Rob. I know we worked, and we all kind of fell asleep on the fight. So it kind of showed you we're kind of wasn't it too exciting?
Right.
I guess we wait on the thrill in Manila.
Yeah, and then when you talk about power, man, think about it like this as well. T.O. only has 11 or 12 knockouts.
Well, him and they got the same. D, they got the same.
Who?
Him and Lopez had 13 knockouts going into the fight last night.
Yeah. I mean, they're like, it ain't like either one of them got real power. You know what I mean?
it just seemed like I think out of the two though, Lopez, you can tell he's got a little bit more thump though, D on his punches though, a little bit more thump though. But I don't know if he's maybe planting himself right or whatever, getting all his force in his punches, you know.